Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. All right, so paid question for Danny. Thanks for the question, Danny. He writes, do you think Rolex will come out with a limited edition watch for Baselworld 2020? All right, well, it's an interesting question. Let's talk about it. First of all, let's talk about limited edition watches. Now, if you've been into watches any length of time, you know that limited editions are toxic. It's an attempt, for the most part, of a brand to create FOMA, the fear of missing out. And I think it probably works. You know, I think back to when I was in Fukuoka, I was in a gray market shop and I saw a really well-priced Speedmaster. And I looked at it and I thought, this is a great price. I turned it over, it said limited edition. I thought, limited edition, limited numbers, that adds value, right? This could go up in the future. This is like a rarity. Wow, I was this close to getting it. Thank God I walked away. But for everybody that walks away from a purchase like that, there's somebody that gets taken in and thinks, I don't want to miss out on this. You know, this could be the next collector's item. And perhaps it works well when you look at the contemporary situation with Rolex, when you can't even get these models, and a potential buyer then pops over to another brand and they like the design and they're looking at quality watches, and then the person behind the counter says this is a limited edition. Well, the potential buyer puts two and two together and thinks, well, this is a great buy. I got to jump on it. I don't want to miss out, and a watch is sold. Now, some of the biggest offenders of this are Omega, Grand Seiko, in my opinion. And the question is Rolex going to do something similar, specifically in 2020? Well, let's just look at the past. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that the only limited edition, we'll come back to that in a minute, was the Kermit, the green bezeled 16610 LV 50th anniversary sub, came out in 2003. And wow, what a great watch. I mean, I was never into green watches before, but I love green now. The iridescent green bezel is just fantastic on that watch. And they've gone up quite a bit. And that is, is an anniversary edition in the sense that it came out in 2003 and was celebrating the 50-year anniversary of the Submariner, which came out 50 years earlier in 1953. And that's it. That's it. Now, it's kind of interesting because 1953 and 1954 were huge years for Rolex. I mean, the Turnograph came out in 1953. The Sub came out in 1953. The Explorer came out in 1953. The GMT came out in 1954. Those the 50-year anniversary came and went, and we only got one anniversary model. Interesting. I should be wearing my GMT Master 2, but I'm getting ready to take a bike ride, so I have on the Timex Q. So let's just pretend that this is a Pepsi GMT. And they didn't even come out with an anniversary for what's a pretty iconic watch, their GMT. So I think we can say that they are very sparing in their anniversary editions. The Kermit came out at a nice round number, 50 years. They focused on the Kermit. They didn't do that year other models that they could have. They didn't focus on the GMT the year after that, or they didn't really acknowledge the Explorer. So they are very careful about it. They're very careful about what they choose to celebrate, and round numbers, iconic models. Okay, and perhaps the GMT wasn't iconic enough. I don't know. I think they chose to celebrate the Sub because the Sub is by far the most iconic. And if the Sub had been, a couple of years apart from the creation of the GMT, maybe we would have gotten some about the GMT as well. But they had to choose. They chose the Sub. Okay, so you got to ask, in 2020, is there any anniversary? No. Okay, so I think the quick answer, Danny, is no, nothing in 2020. But in 2021 is the 50th anniversary. Hold on. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, yes. The 50th anniversary for the Explorer 2. So, can we expect the anniversary model then? My prediction, we're going to see something. We're going to see an updated model. But is it going to be dubbed an anniversary model? I don't know, and I don't think so. And the reason is because I don't think that model is iconic enough. I think you might get an update, but it's not going to be what Rolex did in 2003. And what did they do in 2003? Well, according to the press pack, it said Rolex Submariner 50-year anniversary, 1953 to 2003, okay? My point there is they didn't even list it as a limited edition. So if I want to be really splitting hairs here about Danny's question, you're never going to see a limited edition, period, from Rolex. That term is toxic, and they don't even deal in it, and they're never going to deal in it. Never, never. But will you get an anniversary edition? Yes. Now, all watches have limited runs, so they're all limited. But Rolex doesn't play that FOMA game, okay? And if they might have been inclined to before, companies like Omega and GS have made it so cringeworthy, they're not going to go that route. But they as we have seen, are okay with anniversary models, but got to be iconic. None of this 25, 37 year, whatever. It's round, big numbers. So can we expect in 2053 an anniversary sub? Yes, I'm willing to say yes. Is it going to be a limited edition? No. Okay, they're never going to do that. Okay, but the question is, can we expect any anniversary or limited edition in Baselworld 2020? Absolutely not. Not going to happen. Okay, I bet my Timex Q on it. Okay, but a year later in 2021, the question is, are they going to come out with a anniversary edition for the Explorer 2? And again, I don't think they will, because I don't think it's iconic enough. I don't think it's popular enough. I mean, they didn't even do it for the GMT, which is much more iconic of a watch. So I think we can expect an update in 2021 for the Explorer 2. But I see no limited editions ever happening, okay? But as far as the anniversary editions, incredibly iconic models and round year numbers, and I don't see that happening for a long time. Let me know what you think is going to be the next anniversary model, because it's going to come sometime, but they're very sparingly going to do it, and what's it going to be? What's it going to be? Let me know. Thanks for the question, Danny. Hey, do you have a question that you demand an answer to? Well, you can make it happen. Check out the description of this video, and you'll see a link to my PayPal account, $10, and email me the question, and you got yourself a video. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.